Preamble. Below is a long-form narration script in American English, written as one continuous flow without headings or subheadings. Writing. Imagine flying into some of the most heavily defended airspace on Earth, surrounded by enemy radar systems, missile batteries, and fighter aircraft, yet remaining almost invisible to them. That sounds like science fiction, but for decades it was a reality made possible by one of the most revolutionary military aircraft ever built, the F-117 Nighthawk. With its strange angular shape, secretive origins, and groundbreaking stealth technology, the F-117 changed aerial warfare forever and proved that winning a battle doesn't always depend on speed, firepower, or maneuverability. Sometimes, the greatest advantage is simply not being seen at all. The story of the F-117 begins during the Cold War, a period when the United States and the Soviet Union competed for military superiority in every possible domain. As air defense systems became more advanced, military planners realized that traditional aircraft would face increasing difficulty penetrating enemy territory. Radar-guided missiles and sophisticated tracking systems meant that even the fastest aircraft could be detected and engaged long before reaching their targets. The U.S. Air Force needed a new solution, something that could bypass defenses rather than fight through them. In the 1970s, engineers at Lockheed's legendary Skunk Works division began exploring a radical concept based on stealth technology. The idea was simple in theory but extremely difficult in practice. If an aircraft could reflect radar waves away from their source rather than back toward enemy radar stations, it would appear dramatically smaller on radar screens. By combining unique geometric shapes with special materials designed to absorb radar energy, engineers believed they could create an aircraft that was incredibly difficult to detect. What emerged from this research looked unlike anything the world had ever seen. Instead of smooth curves and sleek aerodynamic lines, the aircraft was covered in flat surfaces and sharp angles. It looked more like a futuristic spaceship than a traditional airplane. Many people who first saw it believed it couldn't possibly fly. Yet behind those unusual shapes was a carefully engineered design intended to minimize radar reflections from every angle. The first prototype flew in complete secrecy in 1981. The aircraft was tested primarily at remote facilities in Nevada, far from public view. Pilots who flew it entered a world of secrecy rarely seen even within military programs. Many personnel involved in the project could not discuss their work with friends or family members. For years, the aircraft officially did not exist. Flying the F-117 was unlike flying conventional aircraft. Its unique shape created aerodynamic challenges that made it naturally unstable. Without computerized flight controls constantly making adjustments, the aircraft would have been extremely difficult to control. Advanced fly-by-wire systems continuously processed data and corrected the aircraft's movements hundreds of times per second. These computers effectively made the aircraft flyable and represented a major technological achievement in their own right. Despite being designated as a fighter with the letter F in its name, the Nighthawk was actually an attack aircraft. It was designed to penetrate enemy air defenses and deliver precision-guided weapons against high-value targets. Inside its internal weapons bays, it could carry laser-guided bombs capable of striking with remarkable accuracy. Keeping weapons inside the aircraft rather than mounted externally helped preserve its stealth characteristics. For years, the existence of the aircraft remained one of America's most closely guarded secrets. Even as pilots trained and operational squadrons formed, public awareness remained virtually non-existent. Then, in 1988, the U.S. government finally acknowledged the aircraft's existence. The public was stunned. Photographs revealed an aircraft unlike anything people had imagined. Its faceted appearance immediately captured global attention and sparked endless speculation about its capabilities. The true test of the F-117 came during Operation Just Cause in Panama in 1989. Although its role was limited, the operation provided valuable experience under combat conditions. However, it was during the Gulf War in 1991 that the Nighthawk truly demonstrated its revolutionary potential. When coalition forces prepared to liberate Kuwait from Iraqi occupation, military planners faced one of the most extensive air defense networks in the world. Iraq possessed numerous radar systems, anti-aircraft missiles, and heavily defended strategic targets. Traditional aircraft would face significant risks attacking these locations. the F-117 was assigned some of the most dangerous missions imaginable. As the air campaign began, Nighthawks crossed into Iraqi airspace under cover of darkness. Their mission was to strike command centers, communication facilities, and other critical targets deep within enemy territory. Thanks to their stealth characteristics, they were able to approach targets with minimal detection. Precision-guided bombs struck key installations with remarkable effectiveness. The aircraft's performance exceeded expectations. Although F-117s represented only a small portion of coalition airpower, they attacked a disproportionately large number of strategically important targets. Television footage showing precision strikes captured public imagination and demonstrated a new era of warfare. The success of the Nighthawk validated decades of research and fundamentally altered military thinking worldwide. Military leaders around the globe took notice. The Gulf War revealed that stealth technology could provide enormous advantages against sophisticated air defense systems. Nations began investing heavily in research programs aimed at developing similar capabilities. The success of the F-117 helped trigger a revolution in military aviation that continues today. Following the Gulf War, the Nighthawk participated in numerous operations throughout the 1990s. It conducted missions over Bosnia and later took part in NATO operations against Yugoslavia. During these conflicts, the aircraft continued demonstrating its ability to strike heavily defended targets with precision. However, one of the most significant moments in the aircraft's history occurred during the Kosovo conflict in 1999. A Serbian surface-to-air missile battery successfully shot down an F-117. The event shocked many observers who believed stealth aircraft were essentially invulnerable. In reality, stealth technology had never promised invisibility. Instead, it reduced the likelihood of detection and engagement. Through a combination of tactical skill, intelligence gathering, and favorable circumstances, Serbian forces managed to locate and target the aircraft. The loss served as an important reminder that no technology is perfect. Even so, the overwhelming success rate of the F-117 throughout its operational career remained extraordinary. The aircraft continued flying missions and contributing to military operations despite this setback. Inside the cockpit, pilots experienced a highly specialized environment focused on precision and mission effectiveness. Advanced navigation systems, targeting equipment, and mission planning tools allowed pilots to conduct complex operations under challenging conditions. Extensive preparation often preceded each mission. Pilots studied routes, threats, target information, and contingency plans in meticulous detail. One of the aircraft's greatest strengths was its ability to operate at night. Darkness combined with stealth characteristics created a powerful advantage. Enemy forces often had little warning that an attack was underway until precision-guided weapons impacted their targets. This capability made the Nighthawk an invaluable asset during the opening phases of military campaigns. The aircraft's unusual appearance frequently generated misconceptions. Many people assumed its design prioritized futuristic aesthetics, but every angle served a purpose. Engineers carefully calculated how radar waves would interact with different surfaces. The resulting shape represented a compromise between stealth requirements and flight performance. While it may not have been the fastest or most agile aircraft, it excelled at its intended mission. Maintaining the F-117 required significant effort. Specialized coatings and materials demanded careful attention from maintenance crews. Keeping the aircraft mission-ready involved extensive inspections and repairs. Ground personnel played a critical role in ensuring the aircraft retained its stealth capabilities. Their work often remained unseen by the public, yet it was essential to operational success. As technology advanced, newer stealth aircraft began emerging. The B-2 Spirit expanded stealth concepts into the strategic bomber role. Later, the F-22 Raptor introduced stealth combined with exceptional air superiority capabilities. Eventually, the F-35 Lightning II incorporated stealth into a multi-role platform designed for a wide range of missions. Despite these advancements, the F-117 retained a special place in aviation history. It was the pioneer, the aircraft that proved stealth technology could work in real-world combat. Without its success, many later programs might never have received the support necessary for development. In the early 2000s, discussions began regarding the future of the Nighthawk fleet. While still effective, the aircraft's specialized mission and aging systems prompted consideration of retirement. Newer platforms offered broader capabilities and greater flexibility. Budget considerations also influenced decisions regarding fleet modernization. In 2008, the U.S. Air Force officially retired the F-117 from active service. Many aircraft were placed into storage under carefully controlled conditions. Unlike some retired aircraft that are immediately scrapped or transferred to museums, the Nighthawk fleet remained preserved. This decision fueled speculation about potential future uses and reflected the aircraft's continuing value. Interestingly, reports and sightings in subsequent years suggested that some F-117 aircraft continued flying in limited roles. Observers occasionally photographed Nighthawks operating in training exercises and test activities. While no longer serving as frontline combat aircraft, they appeared to contribute to research, development, and training programs. Their continued presence added another layer of intrigue to an already mysterious aircraft. The legacy of the F-117 extends far beyond its operational record. It fundamentally changed how military planners think about air warfare. Before the Nighthawk, penetrating sophisticated air defenses often required large formations of aircraft supported by electronic warfare assets and suppression missions.